Sometimes I see people buy this salad and it's pre-made at like Costco or Trader Joe's or any grocery store. The only challenge with pre-made salads is that they wilt in advance. And so if you cut your food, it should only last about maybe 3 days tops in your refrigerator without going bad. So, I always call it earth to hand to mouth. So the fresher it can be, the less preservatives we're gonna eat, right? So broccoli is a really great cruciferous vegetable, and what that means is it's a great cancer fighter, okay? It's a nice fibrous food, so it can go in and clean out our insides and help us lower any, blood pressure problems, diabetes, all those great things. And, cauliflower also lives in here. So my recipes are basically just kind of an idea, and then you can take and add to that recipe whatever you would like. So I'm just gonna chop this up. You can get a thicker chop on the number 3 cone, or I actually forgot I like the number 2 cone for this salad. That would be like on a food processor. You would get out kind of your grater shredder, right? And just chop that up. I even use the stems, because in the stems, there's a lot of waste that we have occurred. So why waste your food? Just throw everything in there and they'll grate right up. You could probably put it inside of your Cuisinart as well. Right? But we're simply going to shred up our broccoli on our number 2 cone. You could probably even throw Brussels sprouts, all kinds of great things inside of here. But today it's about broccoli. Okay? Nice green. They look like a little brain, don't they? So, whatever your food looks like in your body, it can help you with that area of your body. So we got our nice green color. It's also an alkalizing food. Right? And if we keep our body alkaline, disease can't live there. But it's when we're acidic that disease decides to thrive there. So we've got our broccoli in here. I'm also going to be adding some celery. Now, a lot of times, with high blood pressure, people say, well, I want to avoid salt. So celery is actually a natural kind of salt flavor that you can put inside of there. Sometimes the strings are bitter and hard to digest. Okay? And so I'm basically going to just take it. You could chop it up. You could dice it up. I'm just going to use my one handy-dandy little tool here because I'm all about quick, simple, and easy. And anything that can make life quick, simple, and easy, I'm in, right? Especially when we're cooking these days, 2, 3, 4, 5 meals a day. So we've got our celery inside of there. And then I'm going to add in some purple onion. Okay, you could use green onion. I bought green onion, but I thought I wanted to add a little bit of color to this salad. So I got my purple onion. I always like to cut it, right? I just cut the little end off the bottom, and I leave the hairy end on, okay? If you were dicing, you could simply just peel this back, right, and dice, okay? I'm gonna cut it into quarters, and I'm going to just use kind of like a dice. You could use a slice if you wanted. It's really up to your texture profile, okay? And I'm simply going to run that through there like so. And that'll add a beautiful, you can see that's a nice little dice, right? You look at that. Okay, you guys see that? Okay, so we've got our dice with our purple onion. And let's see, then we're going to add to this salad our own homemade dressing. Because if we buy dressings at the store, they've got a lot of hidden chemicals inside of them. The oils can be rancid, right? They put a lot of sugars in there. And, one of the things I think about being able to trim fat or lose weight is being able to actually get rid of some of the sugars that we're eating and the hidden fats. So my dressing today, I'm going to be using Vegenaise. I don't know if you've tried Vegenaise. I gotta tell you, the flavor of Vegenaise, every time I did a live cooking class back in the day when we could get together and do things live and taste the food, I would use Vegenaise and mayonnaise, and people would always taste. And almost every single person would pick Vegenaise to have the flavor that they liked the most. Okay? So I've got my Vegenaise in. I'm going to add a little bit of lemon, and this is actually a lemon that's off of our, cut that the wrong way. That's okay, it's off of our tree, off of our lemon tree, so it's a nice sweet Myers lemon. When you use these little tools, right, you got your holes at the bottom, take and put the juicy side, not this side, this is the way some people, I used to put it like that, right? Put this side down, and then just give it a little squeeze, okay? Then we're going to use, you could use rice vinegar, you could use balsamic, you could use apple cider. I just think this is kind of a lighter flavor. I'm gonna put that in there. You may be wondering how much. Well, if you would like the recipes, just let me know and I'll put it together and I'll send it out to you in a PDF. Oops, I gotta let somebody in the waiting room here. There we go. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna use stevia. So instead of using sugar in my dressings, I like to use stevia or swerve. And it's all really just a matter of your flavor profile. It's like, how sweet do you like it, right? You can make it as sweet as you would like. And then I'm just gonna simply blend that up. And we'll give it a taste, right? Because you always want to taste your foods to see how good they are and if they're your flavor component. I'm probably going to add, oh, that's really good. Bam! Probably going to add a little bit of salt. I think that salt brings forward the flavors really nicely, so I'll just grab that. And I have this, I love these salts. They're like seasoned salts. So this is, I think, a mesquite salt. And I'll just put that in there like so. Really, it's just kind of to taste. Okay, and then we'll toss that in here with, you could use sunflower seeds or pepita seeds, right? So we've got broccoli, onion, celery, a little bit of nuts for some nice fat. Okay, drop those in. I probably, when I was serving this at a party, I probably wouldn't put these on until I was ready to serve it, because then it would get a little bit soggy, if you will. And then we'll just take, you could add raisins. I chose to omit the raisins out of my dressing because raisins and craisins super duper duper high in sugar. Okay, and when I lost my 20 pounds, I've gained 5 back in COVID. I lost 2. It's those little habits, and you can't work out like you used to, right? So it's really finding the foods that we're eating and the ways to walk and keep the exercise going. Perfect. And we'll just toss that up. And that's our broccoli salad ready to go. Okay, I'll toss that up and I'll take a picture for you guys. My next salad that I'm going to prepare for you, let me just clean up my little station here, is, you're gonna love this one. Oh my gosh, it's one of my favorites. You didn't see that clean, did you? Flipped it over. Okay, don't tell Scott. This is from our garden as well. And I made this up the other night. I was doing a private in-home cooking class, and I was showing them how they ate a lot of kale and vegetables. And so I had made, not kale, they made a lot of quinoa and vegetables. And so I took and I made just what I made for you guys today, some beautiful quinoa, and I used broccoli and green beans. Okay, now you could use whatever vegetable shot your fancy. If you wanted to use sweet potatoes, you could use carrots, right? Just whatever your flavor profile is. And then take your kale. And the way I like to get my kale off the leaves, right, or off the stems, is I simply pull it down here, take your fingers on the side, and boop, it's off there. These I would save. Those of you that were at my class a couple of weeks ago, I would save those and throw those into my green drinks for breakfast in the morning, right? So there's no waste. Now, a lot of times, this kale, there's all different kinds of kale. I got dinosaur kale here. I got the red leafy kale. Okay, kale is a really nice protein-dense food. Okay, so it likes our body. Okay, kale, spinach, all of those are good for us. Okay? And then all I'm going to do, sometimes this one's really soft, but sometimes the leaves can be a little hard and dense when you buy them at the store. You'll notice these are hard and kind of hard to chew. Oh, is that a kid? Oh, that's a puppy. Okay, but these are so soft, I'm not going to have to worry as much about breaking down the fibers to eat them. So a lot of times, if you get kale, it's harder and denser, so you'll want to take it and kind of crumple it, right? And that breaks down the fibers. And I would probably even put the olive oil over the top of it before I crumpled it. Okay, just because that'll also help to break down the fibers. Okay, so there's our kale. Gosh, are you guys loving these recipes? These are so simple. I'm going to throw it inside my little bowl here. I'm going to give it a little crumple. I'm going to take my extra virgin olive oil, and this is a recipe I got from my chef Vinny, who, if you've been following our classes, oh my gosh, he's such an amazing cook. We did a shrimp salad, a Thai shrimp salad the other day. If you want the recipe for that, private message me. Yeah, and I used the machine to make zoodles. It was so good. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put in, I think you unmuted yourself, dear. I'm going to put in my kale, or else something's going on with my computer down there. And then I'm going to add in my broccoli. Okay, so we're getting broccoli and green beans twice today. Just gonna dump those in there. And then, here we go. Let me see if I can mute them for you. Mute. Nope, that mutes me more. I don't know how to mute them, dear. I'm sorry. Then we're gonna take and we're gonna add fresh lemon again. Now, lemon is a really alkalizing food. So we'll just take our lemon, or I would probably put cayenne pepper over this, right? But this, again, oh my gosh, when you taste the lemon and the olive oil together on this salad, it is beautiful. So, dressings are really, really simple, right? It's an oil, an acid, which could be vinegar or lemon, right? And a little bit of seasoning and flavor. And then you'll probably need sugar, maple syrup, swerve, any kind of thing to mix those together. And then it's just a blending. If I were blending this, I would dump the oil in last if I were whisking a salad together, a dressing together, because that's what keeps your dressings holding together. Right? So really super simple summer salads today. We did our delicious broccoli. Let me get a bowl and I'll plate this so you guys can see it. Some kind of tasted. Here we go. Okay. So this is our delicious, oh my gosh, you guys. This looks so good. I can't wait. Okay. So we've got our fluffy kale. We got our quinoa, which is a nice protein. So you could throw feta cheese in here if you wanted to. Look at that. Is that delicious? Yum. Okay. And then our broccoli salad. Let's just toss that bad boy together. Lots of greens today, right? So our body's going to be really happy. You could take and combine these with a salmon. You could put salmon over the top if you ate chicken. You could add shrimp to that kale salad. You could make a delicious tempeh. But look at that. So, and this one kids usually love, especially when you add the raisins to it. Right? Kids love that salad. So there's the broccoli salad. Okay? And then we have our delicious quinoa kale salad. So that was it for today. I got to tell you, that was super simple and fast for our summer salads. Add that to any outside barbecue, and you're going to be a happy camper along with all your guests. So today we are offering, we've got a new site. I want you guys to go check it out and give me your feedback. It's called Wellness Cooking Experience, and share it with your friends. And I'm giving away, normally it's $100 for a consultation. I have a limited number that I'm going to give away, and I'll sit down with everybody, and let me admit them back in. I'll sit down with everybody and go over like their wellness goals and what they'd like to learn. And if you're one of my Salad Master customers, I'll give you credit for a free gift if they register and complete that, and they'll get a gift card just for signing up. So I have 5 slots available. And let's see, what else do I have coming up? Oh, I have a couple more classes. One with Chef Vinny that you'll want to see, and one with my friend Chef Tom. And if there's anything that you guys want to learn, just let me know, and I'd be happy to cook it for you. So that's me, Melissa Curry, Dream Life Total Wellness, signing out with our super simple, healthy summer salads. I look forward to seeing you again soon.